My name's Paul Farrelly. I'm going to be talking to you today about the New Testament Church, they're Mount Zion in Kaohsiung County, and how they're dealing with the events in the aftermath of Typhoon Morakot that occurred in August 2009. My knowledge of the New Testament Church comes from research I did as part of my master's thesis at the Australian National University. I'm not a member of the New Testament Church. They've asked me on occasions to consider joining because it would increase my understanding of their doctrine. However, I have declined those invitations. The New Testament Church was founded in the early 1960s by Sister Kong. She was a Hong Kong movie star who, following a series of personal crises and health issues, returned to Christianity, the religion in which she'd been raised but had neglected for some time. She became a preacher and travelled extensively throughout Southeast Asia during the late 50s and early 60s and made her way to Taiwan. It was in Taiwan that she met a Christian gentleman who's now known as Elijah Hong. He was a former member of the Assemblies of God. However, he'd left the Assemblies of God because he was not comfortable with their approach, and he and some other former members had wandered off into the mountains of southern Taiwan. They were led there by God to a particular mountain upon which they settled and developed a small community. This mountain obviously now is Mount Zion. However, when Elijah Hong met Sister Kong, the mountain hadn't been named as such, and it wasn't actually part of the New Testament Church. Sister Kong died in the mid-60s. Her daughter Ruth Chung took over, became the leader of the church. However, in the mid to late 70s, Elijah Hong took control of the New Testament Church from Ruth Chung because he believed that she had strayed from the teachings of the church as originally revealed by Sister Kong. So, with Elijah Hong at the helm of the New Testament Church as God's chosen prophet, as he is understood by the church to fulfill this role, he's based the church on Mount Zion in southern Taiwan. They've been there for he's been on the mountain for over 45 years, on and off. The community's been there for 45 years, and now there's about 300 or so people that live there, as far as I'm aware. Mount Zion is it hasn't been in the news much recently. However, there was a property dispute with the KMT in 1979. The New Testament Church was evicted from the mountain for 6 or 7 years. The New Testament Church was able to return to Mount Zion, and their return coincided with the easing of martial law in Taiwan. So they've been up on their mountain since 1986, I think it was, when they returned there. That's over nearly 25 years now. And they've kept, as far as I can tell, a reasonably low profile.